Okay, everyone, as you can see what this video is going to be about, yes, Miss Nia Long. Nia Long, great actress, beautiful woman. Her resume, her accolades is pretty extensive in Hollywood and the industry, movie, film, television, all of that. So, as we all know, or those who may not know, she was, I guess, long-time engagement to her partner, her last son's, his father, who was once in the NBA, I think. Yeah, I think he played baseball. Don't quote me on that, something like that. But he's an athlete. He was a professional athlete and turned into a coach. So there was this big scandal back last year. This is even before I started creating content, and cheating scandal in Boston where her partner was coaching, and they were, oh my gosh, the Boston Celtics were on a roll to Boston Celtics were on the roll to NBA championship potentially. In their record and their wins was just, oh my gosh, it was amazing. I think this happened in 2022 or 2021. Again, don't call me on that, but rumors have it that they have reunited, or they are reuniting, and on speaking terms and in a great space in terms of possible reconciliation. So let me go ahead and share my screen, go over some excerpts of this article, and then I come back with more of my commentary, reaction, and opinion. And thank you guys for just supporting the mix. Again, like this video, share this video. Those who are digitally passing by, go ahead and smash that subscription button. Supporting is free. YouTube is free. Just, hey, if you have an account or if you just scrolling through YouTube, hey, you may come across the mix, and just subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for everyone. That way you will be in tune with all the content I drop on my channel. Okay, let me go ahead and go over some excerpts of this article. Okay, this is from the Shadow League. Nia Long and Ima Udoka back together again. And my apologies if I said his name incorrectly. Rumors say so, which is bad news for Cameron. I think they're speaking about Cameron, the rapper, who probably had a long-term time crush on Nia Long, just like a lot of fellas did. I grew up in this era. Nia Long and I, yeah, we are women of a different age. So, but I'm not her age. I think she's 52. So, yeah, but she's beautiful, beautiful woman. It looks like, and very talented. It looks like Nia Long and Ime Udoka might be getting back together. A tumultuous chain of events occurred for the former Boston Celtics head coach. Again, it was revealed that he had an affair with one of his married staffers. The fling resulted in his firing and breakup of his engagement with Long. I don't understand what they mean breakup, because they've been, excuse me, not breakup, but engagement. Well, I guess, okay, breakup, engagement. They've been engaged, I think, for probably like 5 or 6 years or something, to my understanding, or more. But I digress. The article further cites Messi, M.A. Udoka's affair reportedly was exposed on front doorbell camera with wife of Boston Celtics senior executive. So that's what it was, you guys. M.A. Udoka's scandal is evolving quickly as more details emerge from a formerly tight reservoir of information. This was back then. There are reports that the two may, and the article further cites, there are reports that the two may have moved past the transgression and are on the path to reconciliation. Hey, the cheating story came out. It was so disrespectful to their family. A supposed unnamed friend of Nia Long reportedly told Media Takeout they have a child together, a family together. Yeah, it was disrespectful. The Celtics employee rumored to have had an affair with Udoka was married mother of 3 named Caitlin Neiman Lynch, who acted as a team service manager for the Celtics. Lynch has ties to legendary Celtics champion Danny Ainge, who reportedly assisted her in landing the job with the team. The article further cites Ainge served as the Celtics president of basketball operations from 2003 until his retirement in 2021. Former head coach Brad Stevens succeeded him. Angie is how a basketball executive for the Utah Jazz. Angie allegedly learned early during the summer of 2022, that the Celtics investigated Udoka's relationship with Lynch. Lynch and Angie, excuse me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Angie are reportedly of Mormon faith and have known each other's families for decades, reportedly from the same hometown and attending Brigham Young University. The situation was sticky for Udoka, and he was eventually replaced by his assistant coach, Joe Mazzulla. To get back, according to the friend, the two are working on things, meaning Nia and Udoka. When the scandal initially broke, the friend claimed that Long was highly embarrassed and stunned, which had her at a loss. I'm sure it did, a loss for words. Long, who's based in Los Angeles with her son, she and Udoka share, is now closer to Udoka geographically, as he is now the head coach of the Houston Rockets franchise. Okay, this is, they've been co-parenting from a friend. Co-parenting together this whole time. Long's friend continued, and Emes apologized and all that. They're trying to work things out. In a sign that the co-parenting is going well, the friend also revealed that Nia and their son have been to his new Texas home over the summer multiple times. If they do get back together, it's not going to be some big announcement. They both learned their lesson and will keep their relationship private. Celebrities like Cameron, who have attempted to shoot their shot at Nia Long, may not have a chance anymore, as Udoka might have put the life he blew up back together again. Okay, you guys, so what are your thoughts? I feel no way about it. In my opinion, I mean, she's grown, they're adults, and I mean, hey, whatever you subscribe to, whatever your boundaries are in terms of forgiving your mates, then that's on you. That's your prerogative. So in my opinion though, when it all happened, you guys, to be honest, and this is before I was even creating content, I was like, she should not like be so reactive immediately. And I know the situation was embarrassing, humiliated, and I'm not in her shoes. It didn't happen to me. But from the outside looking in, I was just like, she should, I wouldn't release a statement. I wouldn't do anything. And I would handle it, of course, privately. I wouldn't tell anyone if I dumped him or not, or if it's over or not, because to my understanding, Ime didn't want the relationship to end. He wanted to stay with Nia. She the one that allegedly broke it off. And that's what it stated in, the news and stuff. So I was like, well, I don't know. What he did was foul. Not excusing that. It was foul. It was some uck boy-ish. You are a grown whole man, and the way you were moving was just reckless, disrespectful, and in some instances to some people unforgivable. So, but apparently Nia Long looks like she seems to have moved past that. In my opinion, I'm just thinking that, okay, Nia Long, a woman of a lather age, I think she's around 52, so she's probably thinking like, how else I'm going to go in terms of relationship wise. You all have to understand some people love being in relationships, and to experience something like that or similar to this, some people will turn a blind eye. Some people will be incredibly forgiving, and their hearts will control their mind. And I say that, I can speak to that because I've been in that space before. But so I do believe Nia Long is probably thinking, hey, their relationship seemed like there were no issues before. I've never heard, because they've been together for quite some time. They call it a forever engagement. That's what some people are calling it with them. I think their son is 10 or 11 years old, so they've been together quite some time. And I've never heard anything about him in the news and the media unless he was extremely careful and not reckless. And that's probably what it is to most females. And I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm not speaking for all females. We just don't want to be embarrassed. Not stating that we excuse cheating and this and that, but I'm speaking from my own experience. I just don't want to be humiliated or embarrassed publicly. If you're going to move a certain way, and I'm not saying that's what I want, but have some type of dignity and respect, and you protect me. You don't protect the chick, you protect me. So, with that being said, like I stated, I do believe, with Nia Long getting a little older, she's probably reevaluating some things, and she probably thought like, hey, I've never had any issues with Ime, as far as our business being out on Front Street and social media for the public. I've never suffered any public humiliation from him in this fashion. So in my opinion, if they are getting back together, that probably played a role. Her reevaluating things and like, you know what, it happened. I've never experienced this with him before. I'm getting older. I wouldn't call Nia a pick me. Like I said, if stated before, some females and males want to be in a relationship regardless of the situation. It's detrimental situations that people are in. And in my opinion, I really don't call this or view this as detrimental. So I do believe through therapy, through transparency, through forgiveness, through trust, which is an ongoing process for anyone, especially dealing with a situation like this. And again, I'm on the outside looking in. I do personally believe, since it's detrimental or she's not being physically harmed, that they can recover from this and move forward and possibly either get actually married or continue to be long life partners, so. But yeah, what are your thoughts, you guys? What are your thoughts when it comes to relationships and things of this nature? I try to see things from both perspectives, because first and foremost, no one is perfect at all. No one is perfect. No one's life is perfect. No one's relationship is perfect. I don't care how it's painted in the public, whether it be from social media, whether it be people in your family and friends and loved ones. Trust me, it's not perfect. People have their hiccups. But that's the beauty about being in a relationship. As long as it's not something that's detrimental or physically abusive and harmful on a consistent basis and all of that, you have a right to try to remediate whatever the situation it is and come together as partners or husband and wife or however you want to put it, within the relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm all for togetherness. I'm all for transparency. I'm all for healthy communication and all of that. And I love to see people together in that space, regardless of what may be going on behind the scenes. But it definitely takes work for all parties involved. It can't be one-sided. Again, looks like they may be reuniting, and I see nothing wrong with that. Girl, get your man, work it out. You have a young son. That's good. That's good. Get your man, get your guy, Nia. Get your guy. Yeah, we're getting older, and sometimes we reevaluate things like, do I really want to end up like not just dying alone in my Kevin Samuels voice? Do I really want to do that? Because sometimes, you guys, for the most part, a lot of females and males, it goes both ways. Some just are okay with where they're at and don't seek to have a partner and are okay and fine with possibly dying alone. Some people are like that. So just because you may want a relationship or pursue that or have aspirations for that, some people probably have wanted that in the past and they're over that. They're past that. Like, you know what? If it happened, it happened. If it don't, it don't. I'm not going to force anything, but I'm content in the space that I'm in. So there's no judgment here. Sometimes you reach your point, like, you know what? Do I really want to do this? Because it takes togetherness. Do I really want to share my space again? Do I really want to share my finances? I'm kind of doing well on my own. Yeah, it gets difficult here and there. Sometimes I have some challenges, but do I really want to have those challenges with someone else? So those are sometimes questions that are asked within yourself, coming from a single person perspective. And I'm just speaking in general, you guys, nothing specific or whatever. When you're in a relationship, whether you are married or not, especially if it's long term and you're sharing living space together, wow, you owe a duty to that individual to be respectful. You owe a duty to that individual to be transparent, to communicate effectively. You owe a duty to that person to compromise in certain areas. It goes both ways, vice versa. Like I said, if those who are okay with where they're at and not being in a relationship or married, then that's good. That's fine for you. That's your prerogative. And those who love it and aspire to be and want to be, and that's great as well. That's great as well. So like this video, you guys, share this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and run a poll on this about Nia Long. So go ahead over to the community section and vote. Do you believe Nia Long is making a good decision by getting back with her ex? If that is the case, again, this is rumor and alleged. So if that is the case, do you believe that's a good decision? Don't tell them what they went through in terms of recovery wise, restoration wise. So they're probably in a great space with the counseling, therapy, physical, mental, emotional. You just never know. So why not give it another try? So like this video, share this video, check out the polls in my community section, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.